Hey, what's going on, everybody? What a ride over the night, all day except for the last couple hours of trading as the S&P went all the way down to 1800 and bounced really hard and fast. So, as I said before, I just watched these little whipsaws. I followed it when it broke the previous low, followed it all the way down, and I wish I would have started recording when it started to bounce because I knew it was going to happen. Um, but I just let it ride, and it came all the way up to its previous low where it broke down, leaving this very long spinning top. Most of the time that's an indecision, but we'll see if this opens up tomorrow. Actually, this is a weekly chart, so let's go to daily. Sorry, daily candle left a very long, almost a hammer, but hammers aren't supposed to have this little top. So it's working its way to previous lows. The rebound hit the 8 and backed off. We'll see if there's any more retracement in this thing. If it gets above the 8 and starts working upwards into these previous lows here, I would hold on for any kind of collapse until it makes a full retracement. I think into these previous lows here. So you never know what can happen, especially when the monetary system is rigged and the feds can print money. That's just the way it is. That's why I don't trade anymore. It's a rigged game. You got to have, commercial bank status to stay alive in this market. But anyways, one hell of a ride. I pressed record when it broke down, went all the way down to 1800, and retraced all the way back to the end of the day there. Just a one hell of a ride. And crude was a disaster as well. It started trading in 2750s and did itself a rebound. That looks more like a hammer knocking out a bottom. So let's see if that can keep building or fall apart some more. But that's a pretty nice candle for a bottom. We'll see how that consolidates from here or just falls apart. The dollar, like I said, the lower high, the triple top here, the double top here. I believe that is a whipsaw, and it did break previous lows last night. It almost touched here, and if this opens up, I'm going to consider this a failure, and it's going to be bullish. And again, that's what happens when we have a monetary system that's rigged. They can just print money and just do whatever they want. No free markets. I wish there were. Hopefully they, Bitcoin or maybe the Shanghai Gold Exchange is backing physical metals would be a better market to trade. Silver acted very nicely today. It's let's see here. It's a weekly chart, and it's above the 8 now. See if we can close above the 8. See if we can get above the 13. Close up here for the week, next to previous highs, And maybe next week we can see a little pop out of this thing on a weekly chart. That would be awesome. Get this thing up to 15 in a matter of seconds. I mean, this thing can just blow its horns. It's ready. I mean, you can't drag this thing down forever. Just a longer term view there. We need to break into these previous lows like anything else. So I really love this pattern, how it's created inside of this pattern. The corkscrew effect, it's going to, one of these, maybe not this week, but next week, it's going to be too tight for price to stay within the lines. And once it goes outside the lines, it kind of pops its cork, as they say. And hopefully to the upside. I want to see some upside on this thing. Gold, same thing. A lot of work to do on the weekly. We're breaking above previous lows. You can see that we're above the 13, and the 8 is swinging and crossing above the 13. So just to look on the daily, it did exactly what I said it was going to do. It popped. Yesterday I mentioned that this 8 and 13 was squeezing, and gold popped to its previous high. This is a bullish pattern. It's got like a 95% success rate when it breaks this previous high. So you get the averages and the price cross above the 34. It comes down and consolidates onto support, and then it comes back up, and then has like a little launching pad right here, and just moves forward. That's what I'm looking for. That's a great pattern to watch for in any stock. Just to look on the weekly again, a lot of work to do, but that 12.20, we're $20 away from breaking trend lines. So anything could happen. If it breaks this 11.10 spot, previous high, maybe we could see something out of this into previous lows, which would be, well, the major resistance at that 11.20, but these previous lows right here would be awesome to get above. Right here. So see what can happen. That's all I got today, but one hell of a ride. Watch a bigger retracement on the S&P, because that bounce was pretty drastic, and it might have some momentum to keep going. Crude is just put it a nice candle today, but it's very bearish. It's in no man's land. It's way below previous lows, and we're working into this pattern here. So another support line would be right around there. So it could bounce from here, but it's definitely in no man's land. So anything can happen on that. Very monthly bearish. Gold and silver, watch for new highs for the week. And hopefully we can get this thing running. Love to see gold and silver take off. That's it. Share, like, and comment, and let me know what's going on out there. Thank you.